Hello friends, welcome to this video. Today we're going to be chatting about how to get started with body weight training, also known as calisthenics training. Whether you saw people working out calisthenics and it just looked really cool, like a cool skill to learn, or you think that people who do calisthenics are very fit and in good shape, or you just want to tap into intuitive movement and get more in touch with your body and have more body weight control, then this is the video for you because I'm starting a series. This is video number 1 of the Starter Pack to Calisthenics, where I break down so many different topics, everything you need to know about how to get started in your calisthenics training and calisthenics workouts, with today being the first one. And today we're gonna get started with the mentality of how you can structure workouts and stick to your workouts in a way that makes it sustainable and allows you to continue to work out in calisthenics. So I started this channel to share my calisthenics journey, as I used calisthenics to recover from mental and gym burnout, but nowadays I talk more about calisthenics tips, exercises you can do. I have a ton of calisthenics workout videos on my channel, and my goal is to inspire you and provide you with tools that make fitness sustainable and movement easy and something you can do long term while taking care of your health. So if you like the sound of that and want to see more, don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification bell so that you don't miss a video, because as we get started into this series, I'm going to be talking about so many different things that I'm very excited about. Help you get started in your calisthenics journey and just intro to calisthenics. Crash course, let's go. This is video number 1 of our calisthenics starter pack, which is a 5-video series where I provide you with the tools and break down exactly what you need to know, what I wish that I had a year ago when I started trying to train calisthenics as I transitioned from the gym. So I'm going to give you all the information you need and how you can build up strength and develop that base to get your first calisthenics skills, such as the chin up, the dip, the pull up, the L-sit, the handstand, so many more fun things to strive for. Social media is incredible because we have so much inspiration from all of the amazing calisthenics athletes out there, which is incredible. But I know, at least for myself, sometimes it can be really overwhelming seeing where someone else is at their front lever. How do I get there? How do I even bridge that gap from where I'm starting and how many years it's taken for that person to get there? It can be really overwhelming, especially if we start comparing ourselves. So the goal here is for me to give you everything you need to know as a beginner or as your very first introduction into calisthenics. So I'm gonna be breaking down all of the calisthenics concepts that I had needed to know, and that's because calisthenics training is for everyone. I personally didn't start calisthenics because I wanted to be the best of the best, or I wanted to be like competing in calisthenics competitions or anything. I did it because I wanted to tap into movement and start training in a way that was more fun and get some cool skills along the way. And honestly, I just wanted to reconnect with movement because I had started to burn out. So today we're gonna be diving right into the series by talking about how you can make your workouts sustainable and set up your schedule so that over the next few videos, when I start talking about all these tips that you learned, you've already got your structured schedule and you know all the hacks that are gonna make it a little bit easier for you to start your workouts and then actually stick to them. So since the goal is for us to start working out and then actually stick to our workouts, we're gonna want to focus on 2 things. And one of those is to have fun throughout our workouts. And then the other one is going to be making our workouts as easy to fit into our life as possible. We don't want to be changing our entire life, restructuring everything that we have going on just to fit into fitness. We want to make fitness easy so that it can just fit into our schedule, into our lives. Maybe make some small adjustments to make it easier for fitness to fit into our schedule, but we're not rearranging our entire lives. So let's talk about fun first. And the tricky thing about this is, as a complete beginner, sometimes it's not quite as easy to have as much fun as you do after you've been training for a while. And that's because it's very uncomfortable. If you're going from absolutely no activity into calisthenics training, there's a little bit of time where your environment's gonna be brand new. You're gonna have to adjust. It might take some time for you to actually start enjoying your workouts because there's a lot of learning curves to go through as you're adjusting to your workout process. You might be sore because your muscles aren't used to working in the range of motions and actually working at the capacity that you're having them now. The workouts might be hot. You might get a little sweaty. You might be in a new environment trying to figure out what equipment to use. So just keep in mind that the first few weeks of getting into the workout is when you're finding your routine, finding your place, getting settled, getting more comfortable with your environment. So don't be hard on yourself during these first few weeks, especially if you're not having the best time, because it's a little bit of a learning curve. And once you get more comfortable in those environments, it'll be a lot more easy to start having fun with your movements and start playing around more in your workouts. But it does take a little bit of time for you to get more comfortable with the exercises, getting an idea of where you're working out, get the lay of the land, and then get used to some of the discomfort that comes initially with working out as you start working your muscles. So don't let that deter you, because everyone goes through it as a beginner. Don't let it stop you from getting started. But that's one of the reasons that, as I talk about now how we can make workouts more easy to fit into your lives, we're gonna keep in mind the number of workouts that we do and how we actually schedule our workouts. Before we get right into talking about our schedule and how we can actually make it easier for us to fit our workouts into our lives, I want to give a few tips on how you can can still make it fun to start getting into your workout routine as a complete beginner. And so this aligns with what you want to get out of your workouts. And this is going to be different for each person. For me personally, it was I want to have more fun. I want to just play around more. I want it to be less stressful because of the workouts I'd previously been doing were incredibly stressful in the gym, and I had a lot going on, which was burnout. So I had to actually take more of an intuitive approach. But if you're a beginner and you are ready just to get after it, or if you're starting calisthenics and want to start learning skills and you're not going through extreme stress and are not trying to recover from burnout, then you can take a slightly different approach. So depending on your personal goal here, you are going to want to think about the person you want to be and exactly what you're trying to get out of your workouts. This might be a better physique. This might be I want to feel more comfortable. I want to have less stress on my joints. I want to feel less achy. It might be I want to learn new skills. I want to feel empowered by getting stronger and maybe growing some muscles. It could be and probably is, a combination of a lot of those. So envision what this person looks like, this future ideal self of you looks like. What actions does that person, I spilled my water, sorry. What actions does that person take in their normal day? And this might look a little bit different for each person. Maybe this ideal self sticks to your workouts. Maybe they're very social in the gym, have lots of gym friends, just really thrives in that gym community. Or maybe they stick to their corner, enjoys working out as a me time activity and bettering themselves, but doesn't necessarily want to go to every single fitness or group class. You know, how does this person look? Do you dress up in cute workout clothes? Do you stick to your comfy attire? What do you see yourself as? For me, love a gym fit. Love a gym fit, okay? Love showing up to the gym in my cute leggings, feeling very comfortable because I'm wearing something that makes me feel comfortable, and doing my workout in the corner because that's my personal vibe. I have my friends at the gym. And so it's like a comfortable environment, but it took time for me to get there because I had to take the actions of how I wanted to be before I felt comfortable. So it's another of those things where it's gonna be a little bit uncomfortable to become that person, but that goes away with time. And just because it's uncomfortable doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad if it's getting you to where you want to be and who you want to be. Other little fun tips, take with a grain of salt. If you want to meet new people, maybe start chatting with people at the gym, maybe attend a workout class, or maybe just be like, hey bestie, I'm starting calisthenics. Join me please. Send her the link to this video and then you guys can both get started together, which is amazing because then you'll have a little bit of accountability and a friend to work out with. Or maybe you just like working out alone and that's totally fine too if that's your vibe. It's kind of my vibe personally, but I mix it up sometimes. Maybe a little bit of fun looks more like adding in some cartwheels, adding in some handstands, trying things but not necessarily getting them. Maybe you try your pull-up and you don't get it, and that's okay, but you tried it. Maybe you try to do a handstand and then you just come down and didn't get it, and that's okay too. It's just playing around a little bit and embracing that inner child because it doesn't have to be intense all the time. It's meant to be a little bit of fun, and that's the whole point. But now let's chat about how we can build a routine and structure your workouts so that they fit nicely into your life. And honestly, building a routine is one of the best things to do as a beginner because it allows you to get to your workouts more easily. Start out, it's really important to find times and to build a routine around your life so that it's sustainable for you. So how I would recommend you get started with this is grab your schedule, grab your calendar, and figure out a few gaps in your week that you actually have time to go work out. Give yourself 45 minutes to an hour and then a little bit of time to change. And depending on how long your lunch break is, maybe this is during your lunch break. Maybe this is in the morning before you go to work, go to school, have classes, have whatever you have going on during the day. Maybe it's in the evening as soon as you get home after dinner. But find a few blocks, maybe 3 or so to start, that you can actually go and work out. And it's really important at this step to be super realistic because there's no point in coming up with an ideal situation scenario if it's not going to work on a daily basis. The whole goal is to make it really easy for you to just get it in there. So if that means waking up a little bit early, maybe 30 minutes early so you can fit in a workout and then go on with your day, or maybe it's, okay, I got home, I have a little time to decompress and then go work out, or work out and then decompress. But try to make it very realistic. If you know you're not a morning person and that's just not for you, then choose the evening. If you're not a night owl and you know that you have to get it in before you go to work so you have a little bit of time for you in the morning, then that's good to be aware of too. Now, before I continue to ramble on forever, I want to talk about rest days. Rest days are super, super important, especially if you're a beginner. It's not a good idea if you haven't been working out consistently just to start with like 5 or 6 days a week and just like go for it. And I'm speaking from a place where I am a go-getter. I just want to like start and just like full send it all. And I love that for you, but as a beginner, it's actually a better idea to make a routine that's more sustainable. So if you can get in 3 workouts and it not be super draining and not take away from your life, then you can maintain that for years and years and years because you enjoy your training more. But if you start from 0 workouts and you get to 5 workouts or 6 workouts a week, then sometimes it can be really easy for you to feel exhausted after a few weeks because it was such a huge change. And also it can put you at a higher risk of getting injured because your muscles haven't adapted properly. So it's good to just kind of ease into it and not go super crazy super soon, because in the long run that can actually make it harder to continue. We do not want anyone burning out here. We are friends and I do not want my friend to burn out. Okay, I've been there, it sucks. So let's just ignore that. Moving on. I do want to mention, how do you know if your workouts aren't feeling sustainable? Because if the whole goal is sustainable, what does that even look like, Emily? So a few things to look out for, a few red flags to keep in mind to see if your workouts are sustainable. If you're starting to feel exhausted all the time, if your muscles are sore and they're not recovering properly, if you feel like you're sacrificing a lot of things to work out, if you're like, oh, I keep missing these events for like my best friend or my kid or this class that I really want to take, or if you're sacrificing a lot of things in your daily life to work out, that's a big red flag, because that can actually contribute to burnout further. If you're emotionally unstable all the time, like, you know, every once in a while, at least me personally, you know, there's a time in the month where I just will cry every day for a few days and then it's gone and we're good. Like, real chat, that's just hormones and that's totally normal too, and okay, completely okay. But what I'm talking about here is like if you're constantly emotionally unstable, like for weeks and weeks and weeks, you just like feel really down, you just feel a bit existential, like you're like, why am I doing this? I don't enjoy this, then that's a big red flag. So these are things to keep in mind, because if you start noticing these, then it's a good time to step back here and reevaluate your workout schedule and really think, am I resting enough? Are my workouts too intense? How can I change my workouts so that they can make my life easier and I can really thrive in my everyday life? Because we never want your workouts to be adding stress to your life. We don't want burnout. So that's a good thing to keep in mind here. But now I want to talk about how to engineer your workouts into your life in a way and give you some tips that make it really easy for you to actually fit them in. So some things that have helped me. Telling people that I'm going to start working out. So let your coworkers know, your bestie know, your boyfriend, girlfriend, partner know. Tell them, hey, I'm going to start working out. I found these 3 days in my week that I'm going to be working out. If you need me, I'll be at the gym. I'll be working out calisthenics. I'm really excited about this goal. Let them know, because that's going to be a little bit of accountability to help keep you going on those days where you're like, I don't know, I'm really sore. I don't know if I want to go. I'm kind of tired. You've got your accountability buddy right there. And they're gonna be like, hey, how's your calisthenics goal going on? How are you enjoying your workouts? How's fitness going? You look great. Like, have you been working out type of thing? Accountability is really cool. Another thing is prepping for your workouts beforehand. So maybe for you, that looks like laying out your clothes the night before, having it all ready so when you wake up, you just change, grab your stuff, and go to your workout. Or maybe this means like having your workouts prepped before you go. So like the day before, having your workouts scheduled, or the week before, just like knowing what you're gonna be doing and not have to think about it. That just makes life so much easier, because all you have to do is change, go to your workout spot, do your workout, and then come back and you're like, oh, I feel great. Amazing, it was so easy. But if you work out in the evening, maybe this means like having your gym bag prepped, having your snack, your workout clothes, having everything ready. You know, like half the battle is getting there. And then when you're there, you're like, I might as well work out. So it's kind of like making it really, really, really easy to get to the gym. And then when you get there and you start working out, then you're like, oh yes, I'm proud of me. This is cool, this is fun. But it's actually getting you to get there. That's the hard part. So really quick recap, I can't talk, really quick recap. Find the time in your schedule, find a few days that you can realistically get ready, go to the workout, shower, and then continue on with your day. Find about 3 times in the week that you can realistically do this in a sustainable way. Mark those on your calendar. Tell your bestie and your friends that you're gonna be working out and you've started this new workout regime and you're really excited and you're gonna tap into movement and all of that, so they know and they can support you along the way. And then make it super easy for you to get to your workout. Maybe lay out your clothes, maybe prep your bag, have your workouts ready the week before. Just know what you're going on for. So those are my tips for making calisthenics fit into your life more easily, because we don't have to cram it into the life. We can kind of like integrate it and make it a longevity thing, which is much better. Okay, so we've talked a lot about calisthenics calisthenics. I've just rambled on about how to structure your routine, but I'm gonna let you digest that. And then in the upcoming few videos, because this is video 1 of our Starter Pack to Calisthenics series, I'm gonna be filling you in on all of the other information that you need in order to start your calisthenics journey. So we're gonna talk about how to transition from working out in a gym, completely gym workouts, into more of a calisthenics-based workouts, what exercises you should use as a complete beginner, what exercises are easy to use in a gym, and also what equipment specifically you'll need versus could be nice, but you don't necessarily need, how to pick a beginner calisthenics skill, what exercises you need to progress in that skill, how to structure your workouts, upper body, lower body, how to warm up specifically for calisthenics, also some mindset shifts that are going to be really helpful as you're getting into your calisthenics training journey. So lots of tools about how you can get started in your bodyweight journey, and I'm super excited. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss this upcoming series. I'm super excited about it, and hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video or if you found it helpful. I will see you guys very soon in the next one. Bye!